deliver products and technologies that are a success across the globe. Exhilarating experience awaits you. So gear up, have a great time. And now let me hand over the stage to my colleague Malo to present you some of the interesting products and start this memorable day. Malo, may I ask you to take over? Thank you.
Thank you, Vikram. So, good morning once again from my side. Marathon 2 laid out already is going to be a day full of action, full of experience, interaction with actually the very same talent that actually running some of those labs, some of those technologies. So, a full day, quite packed, so let's get started. This is not just about a product launch. This is about a story of how do we conceive our portfolio sometime back when we come to BS6, yeah? And by this story, I'll start, it's basically a 3-chapter story. So we'll give you an experience when actually we're talking about a brand which has been doing good over the years, which have been rising on successes. So basically what is the evolution that we needed to take to actually bring it to new heights. So this is a chapter 1, we call it Rise. The second chapter will be for a model which actually started to dip quite recently. A model that needed more than just a simple evolution, that needed a bit more like a revamp, more like a revolution. We call it Revive, chapter 2. And finally, the last one, chapter 3, we call it Race, but for this one, you'll have to wait. Let's start with Rise. Rise is pretty much the story of the Glamour. The Glamour actually has been one of the models leading the way in the 125cc. A 250% growth, if you look for the last 7-8 years. 150% growth in terms of segment share. One of our most successful models across the globe. Already sold more than 1 lakh in Bangladesh. But as you can see, in the recent year, started to show some sign of fatigue. So this is the right time to go back to what we call the brand promise. Glamour always been known for 2 things, performance and style, since its inception. And this is why, for this model, we wanted to carry on its DNA, to retain the distinct characteristic, like the checkered flag. To look at still a model that should be the center of attraction, elegant, well-proportioned, and at the same time, the DNA of performance, because it's still one of the most fun to ride 125cc in the market. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the rise of Glamour. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Hero Glamour 125. So, what do we mean by rise? It's about it's about raising the style quotient. 2 is about improving on the performance. 3 is about superior, both in terms of comfort and convenience, because it's still one bike that will have to go you through any kind of roads. And finally, how do we enrich this brand promise? So Rise is about the proportion work, down from the headlamp till the sculpted tank, till the tail lamp, which will embody, as you have seen in the recent past, our signature H tail lamp. It's about style, but it's also about performance. So compared to the Glamour, which has brought up until here for the last decades, it's 19% more power. But it's also, more importantly, a 5-speed gearbox, which will change basically the way that consumer can actually choose now between performance and fuel efficiency. It's also very important, 100mm wide tires for better cornering, stability, but 2 obviously because it looks good. And this is packed and propelled actually with our Xrreme fuel injection technology together with auto sail, which means its capability to actually crawl through traffic without intervention. It's built on a full new chassis diamond frame that enables us to do two major things. One is improve the ground clearance, so you can take on any roads, and also a better travel suspension. It also has our idle stop and start system, our patented and intuitive system, which is liked by our customers, and real-time mileage indicators, so you can keep your fuel efficiency in check. Finally, what we call enrich the brand promise, both on style and performance, is because this model will have a very packed life cycle. So over the next 1 year, you'll see a lot of actions coming from this brand. This model is going to be launched in two variants, drum and disc, and available in 4 intense colors. And as we speak now, this bike is actually getting packed and shipped all across the country, and will be starting retailing at 68,900 rupee ex-daily showroom. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Hero Glamour 125cc. Moving on, chapter 2. I told you it was a very packed day, so you'll get more time later on to not only get a picture of this bike, but also ride them. When we talk about Revive, it's actually the story of one brand which is very close to our heart, close to the customer heart. It's Passion Pro. Passion Pro is actually the second biggest name in Hero stable after Splendor. It's member of the rare club of the plus 1 million brands. Yet, when we look this model, for the last 3 to 4 years, it started to show some sign of fatigue. So this is how, by doing intense market surveys, we knew that we need to do more than just an evolution. So we went back to the roots. Actually, one of the best taglines that we had is, Passion Pro, when it was born in a studio. It was about being a style icon at launch. So we went back to that. We wanted to reinvent this icon, and now to make it modern, to make it trendy, vibrant, and sporty. And this is what we call the Passion Pro 2020. So, rev your passion, revive your passion. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Hero Passion Pro. I'm quite sure this is not something that you would expect knowing the brand name. But here it is. And it's actually been driven by 3 key motives. One is how we can make it more use relevant, useful styling. And this you can see from triple tone graphics, down to the sculpted shrouds, down to also a very identifiable signature tail lamp. It's not just about styling. This is still a model that will take you through all sorts of roads in metro India, in rural India. So we've packed more ground clearance again, more travel suspension, and more stability through an increase of the wheelbase. All that together with superior performance. 9% more power, 22% more torque over the Passion 100cc. So it's not only superior performance, but it's also no compromise on fuel efficiency. Passion was already a very fuel efficient model. We've upped that by 5%. And now we're offering it, of course, with our Xrreme fuel injection system, together with auto cell, together with i3S, and together with real-time mileage indicator. It will be sold again in 2 variants, in drum and disc variants, and 4 vibrant colors, from moon yellow, if you dare, or from glaze black, if you're more skills. This bike, once again, is actually getting packed just right now as we speak, because we've now unveiled it. And it will start retailing all across the country, starting from Delhi at 69,990 rupee. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Hero Passion Pro. Revive your passion. Yeah, 64,990. Chapter 3 race. So now you should be wondering what it's all about. Well, about a year ago, we unveiled a strategy that was how from one platform, the 200cc, we can make it so much a versatile platform and technology so that we can cater 4 different segments. From the naked streets, to the sports, to the touring, to the adventure with the X-Pulse. At that time, what we've not actually explained to you is there was a second fold of this strategy. Because once you go on the breadth, you go after on the depth. And this is because 90% actually of the volume is within this category of 150 to 200cc in the naked streets. And this is actually the biggest and fastest growing segment, subcategory in the premium. And biggest, fastest, because it's quite simple, it's demography based. This is being fueled by the youth. Actually, 1 out of 2 of those buyers are younger than 25 years old. Make me feel old. But more importantly, 75% are first-time buyers. So it's actually their first touch point to the brand. And they just want to sing. They are simple people. The thrill of ride and how they can grab attention. So for that, the concept is about head turning, rush, agility, is about what I call urban race. What does it mean, urban race? It means Xtreme 160R. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an immense pleasure from all of us at Motocorp, especially here in CIT with the very same engineer that relentlessly worked on this product, to introduce our new foray in premium with the Xtreme 160R. It's a head turner. It's what we call the full LED package. From the front headlamp to the rear H signature tail lamp, down even to the winkers. With inverted display, a muscular tent, this is really what we call about grabbing the attention. Second part, I've told you about what is the urban race. It's quite simple. Urban component means it's balanced ergonomics for committed riding or actually a much more relaxed riding. It's an engine balancing so that you can have a refined and vibration-free ride. It's an engine cutoff, so you can actually have a safe ride. And it's finally details like integrated pillion grab. So the bike still looks nice, but it's actually practical. That's the urban side. What's the race? The race is quite simple. And I'll summarize it basically with one number, 4.7 seconds, 0 to 60, the fastest, lightweight wheels, so that actually you go faster, is just 138 kilograms per weight. So class-leading power-to-weight ratio. And together with, of course, broad tires, so that the power is good on the wheel. This model will be available in 2 variants, all with pedal disc, single or double disc, and 3 bold colors. Today, Unveil for all of you, and we'll be coming back by end of March with the actual launch plan. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, very warm welcome, and enjoy your day on those machines. Thank you.
Thank you. What excitement! Not one, not two, 3 motorcycles here for all of you. But as we promised in the morning, that's not all. We have more in store for you. To begin with, it's my pleasure to request our chairman, Dr. Pawan Munjal, to come on stage to share the rejuvenated vision of Hero Motocorp. So Pawanji, as we fondly call him, would you please come on stage?
Namaskar. Can I get a response back? Namaskar.
Namaskar.
During the course of the day and days going forward, some of you might find me being rude if you extend your hand to shake my hand, but I will greet you with a namaskar. This is not just because of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, but this is a tradition which we had started some years back from the Haridwar plant. I'm sure some of you are already aware of this tradition here. So those people I know understand. Those I see for the first time, or those that see me for the first time might find me rude. So this explanation right up front. So please bear with me. Members of the media, both from our home country as well as some media friends from our partner countries. When I say partner countries, some of the countries where we are already selling and some where we will be selling in the near future. My colleagues on the board, my colleagues from Hero and the leadership team, and the entire universe who I hope is watching this event live on the Facebook page of Hero Motocorp. Let me also extend my own very, very warm, heartful welcome to all of you. Climate change is a subject which is a very hot topic. When I say hot topic, it is a very hot topic these days around the globe. And I suppose this effect of the hot sun starting yesterday in this part of the country is also possibly the impact of climate change across the globe. Hero World 2020, a very exciting event for us at Hero. An idea conceived by Malo. And Malo, thank you very much for this idea. When it was presented to me, I really loved the idea. Over here, as you will see during the course of the day, we will be able to showcase not just our products, not just the technologies we are utilizing today in our products, but more than that, as already said by my colleagues, you will be able to interact with the designers, with the engineers, with the technicians who actually are producing all these designs, these technologies, and these products. Not only that, there is more. Some of the future concepts that Hero is working on, some of the future technologies that Hero will be bringing out over the course of the next, shall I say, a few months or few years. You'll be able to spend the entire day with us and have an opportunity to interact with many more of us. As I understand, we are going to be interacting with all of you little later after you've gone around the various aspects of the Hero World 2020. So we'll all be better informed about what we need to interact about. Hero Motocorp is a unique organization. It is a very young company, but with a very, very rich legacy. You all know that we commenced our solar journey less than a decade back. And I can see some familiar faces over here who were with us in London in August 2011 when the rebirth of Hero took place and a new hero was born in the O2 arena. Since 2011, a lot has changed around the globe. And a lot has changed at Hero. Is the any one single company across the globe, and not for 5 years, not for 10 years, 19 consecutive years. And we all know, getting to the top is difficult. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very tough. And I thank all my colleagues at Hero. We are exposed about the global business is the kind of innovations that we've started to see some of our global partners coming up with. And that's where my confidence goes very high. I believe we'll be seeing more and more innovations from our global partners, our global business teams, and sooner than later, we will find our rightful place in the global business as well. Manufacturing plants. We have 8 manufacturing plants in global locations, 1 in Colombia and 1 in Bangladesh. Our to manufacture, to sell those products from Andhra Pradesh and within Andhra Pradesh for now. Back in 2011, we had a very, very small R&D setup in our Dharwad factory in Haryana. Today, I'm proud to say, I feel very, very proud to say that this facility, to my mind, is one of the top 5 R&D facilities around the globe, not just in two-wheelers. I believe it has to be one of the top facilities for R&D across the globe in the automotive industry. This ecosystem, part of what you will see today, the CIT, the Hero Center for Innovation and Technology here outside Jaipur, and the Hero Tech Center, which we opened some time back just outside Munich in Germany. We then had a few hundred engineers working for the R&D function. Today, we are around 1,000 engineers and automotive experts from around the globe engaged in designing, developing, and coming up with mobility solutions for the future. As most of you know, and especially those involved with automobiles, R&Ds take years and years to build, but they take decades to mature. I am once again very, very proud that this 4-year-old facility has already matured to a great extent. There is more to go, but in this short period of 4 years, this greenfield facility has delivered more than 150 projects. Not all new products, but 150 projects, which include new products, variants, and various other projects which have come out of this R&D. Currently, we also have an ecosystem of research and development with our technology partners coming from Thailand to Spain, from Italy to Germany, with whom we had started to work soon after we took our solo journey in 2011 to maintain the products that we had then and to modify some of those products, and also we came up with some new products before this R&D center opened 4 years ago. In 2011, competing in global motorsports was a distant dream, dare I say, a fantasy for us at Hero then. Today, our dream. The Hero Motorsports Team Rally is one of the flag bearers of Indian motorsports in the global arena. But tragically, we lost one of our dear riders, Paolo, known as Speedy, at the Dakar Rally in Saudi recently in the month of January. It is a terrible loss, not motorsport around the globe, this loss. In the year just gone by, 2019, Hero Motocorp became the first company in India to get the certification for Bharat Stage 6, the BS6, as we all know, a very, very famous term here in India. The new exhaust emission regime that we all know in India, which is, and this is for my friends from the global media, this will come into effect from the 1st April of this year. Some of you might know, many of you might know, Hero also became the first one to launch the first product of BS6, the first BS6 motorcycle, the Splendor iSmart 110. And also the first one to launch the 100cc bike BS6 motorcycle in the country, the HF Deluxe. We are now very, very aggressively moving towards right here are all BS6. In the midst of the current ongoing slowdown in our industry, we launched as many as 5 new products in the first 5 months of this fiscal. And that includes 3 new premium motorcycles and scooters. These new launches not only make our product portfolio more diverse and robust, but also validates our strong focus on delivering globally benchmarked products to our customers, not just in India, but across the world. Organization, as well as diversity in gender. With our employee pool, UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Austria, Japan, Colombia in the year 2000, which to my mind for an engineering industry, for a manufacturing industry, is a very big thing to happen. We all know the psyche that we all have here in India, accepting women working next to us, especially in manufacturing, on assembly lines, on machines, is a taboo, is a no-no. And I'm also very happy to note that yesterday, the Supreme Court ruling about women being allowed to get commands in the armed forces, a very good thing that's happened. At the same time, we also have been pushing our leadership development pipeline, getting them trained, not just in the country, but various universities, whether it's Harvard or Wharton or Singapore. And the pool of young engineers and management graduates which we bring into the company every year is a very large one, which is now getting to a mature level where they are ready to become managers and general managers in the organization, which is also a very, very hearty thing to happen for any organization where you have internal talent coming up and taking up senior level roles. And we don't have to bring in lateral talent from outside the company all the time. I'm just going to get a sip of water. The world, we all know, is passing through a very dynamic environment with unprecedented democratization of technology. Constant innovation and disruption has become the order of the day rather than exception. The global mobility space, therefore, is undergoing rapid transformation due to multiple factors, whether it is emergence of tech-based aggregators, ride-share startups, or regulatory changes. Changing times call for changes in structures. So to address the new emerging trends, many of you already know, have created a separate vertical in the organization, which is called the Emerging Mobility Business Unit, the EMBU, that is working on a range of mobility solutions for the future. As a company, we have been working on a series of future mobile mobility platforms in innovative formats. And as I said before, you will see some of those, you'll catch a glimpse of some of those while you tour the facility later after this event. Friends, Motocorp is changing faster than you think. At Hero, we call that acceleration of transformation. We surpassing the huge landmark milestone of 100 million. And I haven't checked, but I'm sure that this would be the fastest for any company around the globe to reach the 100 billion mark. And we at Hero Motocorp feel this is absolutely the right time for us to shift gears, to be able to not just evolve with the changing times, but also drive the change and stay ahead of the curve. So to embark on this journey of transformation, we have to revitalize our vision and mission in a manner that it makes us completely future ready. The new vision and mission of Hero Motocorp that will guide us going forward in the new decade. So as you can see, our vision and tech advancements in the field of mobility now for decades. Yet, it is imperative that we must continue to shiftedly keep innovating one particular mission. Create collaborate, and inspire. We will redefine mobility through creation of a robust roadmap, one that sets best practices and benchmarks for the entire industry. We must collaborate both with our internal and external ecosystem, co-creating solutions that benefit the community and accelerate sustainability. It is important also to have a purpose, one that inspires the world we operate in, be it our customers, industry peers, or the community. As we embark on this exciting new journey, we will give it all that it takes. Since April 2011, when we commenced our solar journey, we have already invested a total of over US $600 million in our R&D till date. Similarly, we have invested over $1 billion in setting up new manufacturing facilities, plant machinery, and coming out with new products and new models. Today, even as we continue to rationalize our costs, we will not leave any stone unturned to realize our vision, the future of mobility. So, ladies and gentlemen, over the next 5 to 7 years, we plan to invest in the region of 10,000 crore rupees in R&D for alternative mobility solutions, modern state-of-the-art sustainable manufacturing facilities, network expansion, and brand building across the globe. We will do all these in a very sustainable manner. Going forward, we aim to be carbon neutral by the year 2030, and we have a roadmap, a plan to do all that. We are already in the process of devising innovative practices to reduce carbon footprint through energy efficiency, improvement, use of renewable power, plantation, and increased solar footprint. We will be 500% water positive by 2025. By implementing the 4 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and recharge. Our target for waste neutrality is 2025. Currently, we already have achieved waste neutrality of 99% plus through recycling and co-processing initiatives. Our journey towards that vision has already begun. And you all know, I'm personally very big on sustainability, which is why I'm talking about sustainability a lot. Our new manufacturing plants, some of you have seen them, are already garden factories. Rooftop solar plants and hydro to green walls and Bigfoot air as you of transformation. You will see seeds of our vision to be the future of mobility all around here at the off-road adventure zone, at the boulevard, at the various labs that you will get to see inside the design complex. Many of you have come from far today, and all of us here and the entire team at Hero Motocorp are deeply grateful. Also sitting here in the sun. I'm sure your visit is going to be worthwhile and will make you as excited as all of us embark upon. For your patience and listening to me.
If you could please stay on for a quick photo.
Yes, one.